morning. I told you I was going through that wall. There's a L-shaped hole in it now. Like that. There isn't. But I wish there was. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? It'd be make it quicker, I guess. Anything to save time these days, Mel.
And steps. I got at least 10 steps in working from one studio to the other.
Did you?
Yeah,
oh,
at least
gosh,
10.
Wow.
Doing good today. 10 steps.
10 steps.
Right, welcome to Live Shopping here at Highlight Crafts. We've got a cracking day. We've just done Sospeso this morning. We've just done the rhinestone till it sold out again in the last show. So we're having a good day. Now this is completely different to anything you will have seen from us here at Highlight Crafts before. So I'm going to get through the, I'm just going to flick through the products on your screen for you. I'm going to get through the housekeeping, and then we're going to bring David in, who's going to be a demonstrator for this hour, and he's going to show you exactly how this works. In fact, do you want to come and join me?
Yeah, go on then. Why not? Yeah. Let's see what you're up to.
There. Have you got up for your bingo?
I'm still...
Are you still tired because you've been on with your agent, haven't you, all night?
Honestly, I've got so many bookings, I can't tell you.
Have you had any sleep?
No, don't need it anymore. Don't need it.
Whole queue.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
A whole line
Off
of
to
people.
make a bingo.
Yep. I'm going to be taking them over when I'm in Turkey. Bingo night every night.
Brilliant. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Right, so you can watch us here at Live Shopping at Highlight Crafts on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and on our website, which is highlightcrafts.com. If you're going to shop on either Facebook or Instagram with us, you're going to show you a product, and that product will have a code. And all you're going to do is type shop and then that code into the comments underneath the video. So you don't need to miss a second of what David's about to teach you, because it's epic. Then we're going to send you a message, and that message is going to go into your social media inbox. And in that message, there will be a link. When you're ready to check out, and the sooner you do, the sooner our team, including Ethan, who's on cameras.
He's on a canvas.
Honestly, my words this morning are all over the place.
Got an Ethan mural.
We've got Ethan out the warehouse to come and do cameras for us. That's Amanda's son. So it's a proper little family business here. You're going to click on that link, and that was going to take you to the website. Now, the sooner you check out, the sooner our warehouse team can pick and pack that order and get it shipped out to you. And that's important, because as crafters, we don't like waiting very long, do we? So please make sure that you're logging into your account before you check out, because then you get your club discount, your loyalty points on every £1 that you spend, and on a basket spend over £35, free shipping. Okay, so you're getting all of the benefits. If you're going to shop with us on our website, which is highlightcrafts.com, you can literally click on the watch live on the website page. All the items for that show will appear on your screen, and you can literally just click the ones that you wish to purchase. They're going to then appear at the top of your screen in a little red shopping bag, and when you're ready to check them out, click on that bag, and that will take you through that process. Now, the other thing you can do is shop ahead. So if you go into highlightcrafts.com, there's a banner at the top that says shop today's deals, and you can go in there and you can shop all the deals on all the shows in one go, which is great, isn't it? Now, we've also got Linda Chapman coming in for 2 hours today, one at 12 o'clock and one at 7 p.m. tonight. They will both be on liveshopping.vip, so make sure you tune in for those and give our Linda a nice warm Highlight Crafts welcome, please. That would be lovely. Right, apparently according to Andrew, we've got questions in already.
Oh wow, that's speedy.
It is speedy. You're on it this morning, aren't you? Wendy Corbett says, question, can you use the Minion, I think she means the Mixion, to work with gilding flakes? The Minion.
You can use your Minions.
I wish we could sell Minions. We could do with a dozen Minions in here, couldn't we?
Couldn't we? Yes, you can do. You can use your Minion. You can use your Mixion with your gilding flakes, embossing powders. You can use it with loads of things like glitters as well.
Carol Lewis has come back and said, depends on how much you pay them. I don't know what the rate is for Minions. Carol, I love you. That's brilliant. Absolutely fabulous. Darren's watching and cutting out Sospeso Trasparente. She's getting more accurate and faster as I go.
Oh.
You don't need to be that accurate, honestly, because when time you melt it, or mould it, it's brilliant. Terry Kim says, hopefully David and Mel will give you a bit of a buzz to help. We've got somebody feeling not very well today. That's not good,
yeah,
is
well, we're
it?
sending you love.
Right, David.
Right.
What's this all about then,
Okay,
kid?
well,
Because this is fab. Can we start by showing that you've done?
Oh, go on.
Can
then.
I bring it in?
Yeah,
and
go
show
on,
you?
bring it over.
I need to show you this, because when you see this is the thing that makes me now go, right, I need to shop.
Well, this reminds me of when I
That's
went
brilliant.
to college and did ceramics,
Right.
and we did castings, okay? But there was quite a few pieces of equipment that I thought you would need additionally, and actually there isn't. I've actually broken it down, and we've really simplified the process with the same result. Now, this is a casting of some lavender with some beads around here as well, using the resin cast, which means you can make your very own texture tiles, your very own pieces of authentic artwork as well, curated and curated from things in and around your home, which makes it really exciting, because then you can make your own photo frames, you can make your own tiles, your own decorative pieces. This...
I
then
love
painted
that.
or distressed or as it is in just a wooden frame
Yep.
on a wall looks wonderful.
Do you know what I do with that? I paint it in taffy and then use the liquid waxes.
Exactly.
Right.
There you go. You could gesso it, gild it, anything you want to do with this, it would look wonderful. But that is actually utilising the
love that.
concept that is this show.
Brilliant, isn't it?
It's really nice. It's wonderful. And these are, I mean, you can, well, the way I'm going to do it is we're going to roll out our clay, push all of our embellishments into it, peel those out, and it leaves an imprint, okay? So it's like you've made a casting and you're going to pour your resin cast into it. It infills all the area. And then you peel that out and it gives you this. It's like when they used to find dinosaur footprints and then fill it up and take a model from
great,
it.
Isn't it?
That's how you do it. And it's really exciting. It's so cost effective. The only consumable is your resin cast, because your clay you reuse every time because it doesn't go dry.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
It is so fun. And this is a really quick one, but I like the rough edges. I like it where it's a bit shabby chic around the corners, because imagine loads of these together as a piece of art. They would be amazing. And of course then you can make and sell to your heart's content.
It's fab, isn't it?
It
Right,
is.
I'll pop that back over there. You talked to us
But
about
there
these
is
texture
also
plates.
a new concept on the show for you. Now, these are brilliant. You're going to get 6 inside each pack. Now, these are limited stock. We don't have a great quantity of these, thank you, Mel. And they can be a little bit tricky to showcase the detail on air, because until you see them in person, it's trickier to see. But you have got your rose design, okay? I don't know if it's easier if you can see it in person there. So this is your rose, and these are actually texture plates. They're slightly smaller than A4 in size. You've got these are your roses. Let's have a look and see what it's like on top of that one.
That's a bit better.
Can we see it there? So you can see there, you're getting this wonderful Baroque texture on this one. Here you've got your florals, so like your ditzy florals on here as well, with all of those swirls.
Lovely.
These remind me of like stained glass windows.
Do you know what I do with these? I cut them into small squares.
Yep.
And I put alcohol ink on them.
Absolutely.
A little bit of gilding on it, and stick it on the front of a card.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. These can be for your card making. They're not designed to be run through your die cutting machines.
No.
They're a soft plastic. And the beauty of that is it means that they mould. So if you've rolled out your clay, you can push them into the clay and create, of course, a texture from it. You can also use the brayers that we have on the show to load them up with inks and then create your very own stamp with them as well.
Like these.
And aren't they gorgeous? So you've got this wonderful texture with them. Now this one is your first set. This is the rose set, okay? So you're going to get 6 plates in total.
Wow.
And for all of your stamping, your printmaking, for your texture creations, all of that, that's what this show is all about, is creating texture with brand new concepts and items. And these have never been here before.
Oh, I like these. I'll tell you what, these would be good in as well, icing.
Yes, they would. Roll them into your icing.
Roll them into your icing. So roll out your fondant, put this on top, roll over it, peel it back, and you've got a texture.
Yeah,
Put
definitely.
a little bit of corn flour, something like that, to stop it sticking. But that'd be really good. So if you want those, shop Rose, $19.99.
Great price for those.
That's a cracker, isn't it?
It is. Now this one here is your cog set. In here, you've got all of your cogs. These are my favourite. Look at those. You can see all the defined cogs on there.
Perfect.
And then we also have your checker plate, okay?
Oh, I like
so like
that
your checkerboard.
plate.
Yeah, that's the one. And you can
Love
see
that.
that's like that sort of metal finish.
Love that.
This is a super dimensional one. This is your tyre track.
That's brilliant. Wow, that's really deep.
You could actually pour resin into this.
That's probably, I'm going to say, what, 4 mil deep? Wow.
Yeah,
That's,
absolutely.
Oh, I love that.
And then you've got your wood grain, super chunky, thick wood grain on there as well.
I need these.
I know. Because then imagine you rolled out your clay, push this into it, and then you've got panels of wood. And then we have for you, this one's like a wrought iron texture inside here. And then we've got a hammered glass texture, okay? So this one just gives you a wonderful distressed background. Ink them up, roll them into clay, roll them into anything that you've got that's soft. Create that impression, make your own stamps with it as well. They're wonderful.
I love that. Shop Cog, $19.99. Right, Sirius and Capella. Oh, they're
Yes.
both limited stock.
Oh, right, yes. I did think they were going to go quick. We
If
do
you
not
want
have
them,
a
you're
lot.
going to have to be quick. Well, we'll be getting more in, but not
Yes.
immediately. So please, if you are buying them, put them in your basket. Get those baskets checked out. Right, Sirius and Capella. These are superb
They are.
structure paste, aren't they?
They're amazing, incredibly dimensional. Your Sirius is slightly thicker, so it's
Yep.
heavier and more textured. This one, it's got more grainy finish to it. You can paste these onto your texture plates and peel it off. That is a great technique to be able to do.
Right, so put it onto your texture
Yep.
plate, leave it to dry,
And peel it off.
and then peel it off. Do I
Yes.
need to put anything on the texture plate as a resist?
You don't have to, you can do it. What I did actually find that worked well, mix a little bit of washing up liquid with warm water in a spritz bottle and spray it. And that gives you like a degreaser, like a separation layer.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
So that's a good one
Right.
to use. And then you've got your Capella as well.
Yes, creamy. The
Creamy,
Capella,
it's a
isn't
softer
it?
one,
It's
yeah.
like I don't know how to describe it. It's like a clottage cream, but
It
it's
is.
or an extra thick double cream.
Yeah.
You want to
it's-
bring the
it
extra
is.
thick one in.
Super thick one.
If I ever buy cake for work, I come in with a tub like that of
It's like
extra
cement.
double thick cream. It's
love it.
delicious. And Amanda, you'll have a piece of cake like that
Mm-hmm.
and a blob of cream like that.
Gotta be done. Gotta be done.
Absolutely. Right, so shop Sirius,
Yes.
$12.99. Shop Capella, $12.99. You take your pick.
Right.
Now, shop Roll.
Shop roll. These are amazing. These are your braids. In fact, I hate doing this.
Go on then.
But can I quickly go and grab something? I'm really
Yes, of-
sorry.
no,
Okay.
David, don't
Right,
apologise.
okay.
Of course you can.
While you tell everyone about those braids.
I will tell you about them. He's not running. Right, so we've got two brayers. You've got a small one, limited stock, blinking heck. So you've got a small brayer here, and then you've also got your wider one. Proper metal fixings in here, nice wooden handle, and literally brayer. Now this already, I think we've disconnected. I think David's disconnected because he's left the studio. Andrew, are you still there? He's not. Oh, hang on, he's coming back. I can't unlock David's phone. He'll have to do it when he comes back. Oh, now I'm in a studio with no guest and no presenter. Oh, he's back. I was just about to get up to mischief. You need to ring Andrew because you disconnected.
Oh,
Because
disconnected.
you went out the studio.
I might have you disconnected?
Yeah, we're both disconnected. So I'm like, so it could be me and you and no producer, which would be very fun but very dangerous. I'm not going to lie, we might not have jobs after we came out of here. There he is. Got you.
Right, let's quickly reconnect. Let's get Andrew
Oh,
back
I was
in.
that close. I was literally, that 7-year-old little girl came out and I was like, what can I get up to? Anyway, back to your brayers. So you're getting both of them. Shop Roll, $17.99. This will be really good as well. Get a separate set for your speciality card on your scan and cut mats. That'd be a really good one. On this one, actually, you know, if it ever lifts at the top when you put your card in, brayer over the top. Right, David, talk to me about these a little bit more, please, because you've used them and I haven't.
Absolutely. They're really durable, heavyweight ones as well, and they're a really solid rubber on these.
They
You can get
are.
some that are very soft. Now, the beauty of this, and the reason why I said to Stephanie, I was like, oh, please can we have these on this show, is that when you've rolled out your
Yeah.
clay, you can then roll over and push these into the clay, which creates that impression. And then, for stamping, for inking,
Yes.
they are fabulous. They've got the wooden handles. I love the small
I
one
like
as
the
well.
little one too.
Because what we're going to do during the show is we're going to push smaller embellishments into our clay, and you need a little brayer to be
Yes,
able to
you
do
do.
that. If you use a big one, you're going to affect other areas, creating tram tracks. You just want to have the smaller one to be able to do it. They are great, and they're so strong as well. They're really heavyweight, which is brilliant. But again, a wider roll on this one. But I've used braids for all sorts, whether I'm loading up at a jelly plate, something like that, whether it's for stamping and you want to have that even pressure over the top with your stamps as well, whether you're going to be using it, I don't know, with things like your scan and cut, you can do, why not? But they're just at a great price. They're a fabulous deal.
Okay, Shop Roll, they're limited stock, $17.99. Right, extender.
I'll
Oh,
quickly
go
show
on,
this.
show us this.
Is that all right? Okay,
That's
so
flexible.
it's flexible. So I've used the Capellas on one of my texture plates here.
Oh no, my shopping list is. Oh my! Look
Look.
at that!
So now you have got, look how
It's
silky it is.
shiny.
I know. So spritz some washing up liquid on the surface. It doesn't affect
It
it.
looks like vinyl.
Yeah, but look how it wraps around, and you can actually stitch with it. You can put needles through it and stitch it together.
That's amazing.
Feel it.
Oh, it feels like vinyl.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Or
And
just
it's,
that a die cut.
I bet it would.
I
I
bet
bet
it
it would. You just want to dust you with a bit of talc or something.
Yeah,
or
I bet it
cornflour.
does.
Look at this, how this one's coming away.
David, I love this. Oh no, I need to
Look at that. So what we're going to do is we're going to dust some markers in here, some waxes. But of course, the other side is where I used a palette knife to pop it down.
That looks completely different, look.
Look how
So it's
flexible
matte
it is.
over, well, it's got a slight sheen to it. But that washing up liquid, so how much washing up liquid? Oh!
So,
David!
I know. So ink your plate
haven't
first.
seen this.
This is the first reveal for both of us. But ink your plate first. Just get an ink on there and then put this down and it picks up the ink in between.
That's amazing. Look at that.
And you make your own lace.
It looks like a piece of old pottery that's been shattered in the
does.
ground, dug up. Oh, look at that.
Because what you could do now is you could get a vase or something
Oh
and
my-
then you pop it on. It molds to the shape
That
because it's
looks
flexible.
amazing.
And then it gesso around it and it'll all mold in. How cool is that?
That's super cool.
It's
Which
amazing.
ink?
It
So
was
we're gonna get
literally,
questions.
I'll bring it in. I think it was one of my old rare earth ones. It was just
Right,
it was just a
water-based?
Yeah, that was it. Because I've noticed with the water-based ones on the surface, it didn't dry. It like beaded a little bit into areas. So I just pushed it around and used my blending brush to push it in. I'll find the one that I used. And it actually left it all into the little ridges and the channels. Which
Oh, I
looks
love
wonderful.
that.
I know. Look at this.
That's
Let's take this one
amazing.
here off as well.
Oh, right. So you need the texture plates, you need your Sirius and your Compeller, brayer, washing up liquid and water, and a spritz bottle, right?
Look at that.
And an ink.
Yes. And
That's super cool.
imagine now you're going to tear into this. So you're going to get it in areas and you're just going to tear it like that, okay? Go into it. You don't need to use scissors. You can use scissors, but I like the natural tear on
I
it.
do too.
And then get yourself one of the glass dishes from Creative that we've got on the website. Glue these down onto it or onto the back of it and paint the back of it white, and then you'll have just fragments of pottery. And that is where you get the actual effect of terrazzo. But you also get an effect that's very well known in the Japanese culture of pottery, where they basically have their smashed pottery and they reapply it together and gild in between the edges. And that is an amazing effect. And you can do it with plates that just cost you $19.99 and using them
How
again.
amazing is that? Imagine that on the cogs. I could then
This
put
is
wax.
it.
Right,
Oh.
so could I put my finger wax on there
Yeah.
rather than ink
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
then put that over the
Put your
top?
finger wax on it. What I would love to do, and what I did because I did them in small sections, is do the whole page and peel the whole thing
I
off.
love it when we bring something new.
And then you could wrap a book
Love
in
it.
it.
That's amazing.
And then aquastone it.
I'll tell you
And-
what, I'd get a leather diary,
Yes.
put those on, aquastone over the top for a man's gift. That would look
I
amazing.
just can't believe how it curls.
I know,
And
look
look how
how flexible
flexible.
it is.
It's not even.
Because it's not like that normally, is
No,
it?
it feels different when it's on a canvas. It feels like it's plaster.
Yeah,
and
it
this
does.
is totally polar opposite effect. It's all about the application, but the surface you've applied it to.
That's fabulous.
Yeah, I know. It's really exciting. I
Right.
love this.
Love that. Absolutely brilliant. Right, extender, David. Why do I need extender?
Oh, right,
please?
okay,
What
so-
I'm going to use it for with this.
Really important part of the show extender, because if you're going to be going
That's
onto
so
your
cool.
texture plates with acrylics, and if you're going to use hybrids, you're going to need to use extender with those acrylics.
Yes.
Because they dry really quickly, and that's why we love them. But if they're going to dry quickly, you might struggle to get them off your plate. Now, if you mix your extender with a bit of your hybrid, I'm going to say for every 5 ml of paint, you're going to want to use literally a drop of
Okay.
this. It is literally just to extend the open working time of that paint. So it allows it to spread further. It means it doesn't dry quicker. You're basically making it ever so slightly more fluid, but stopping that drying process in its tracks. So extender, mix it with any of your acrylic paints, then brayer it onto your plates or with a sponge, and it will keep them open, so then you can turn them around and transfer the ink or the paint to something else.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
This is a brilliant show. I love this.
It's so
Right,
good.
Shop Extend will get you that for $5.99. Right, next we've got canvas and palette knives.
I know, the whole thing together.
Wow, Shop Canvas, £17.99
these.
is going to get you 5 palette knives and, wow, metal palette knives
Metal
and 2
palette knives.
triangular canvases.
Yep, so they're all metal
It's a
with
nice
wooden
start.
handles. It is, isn't it? It's cute. And this is a great bundle. We don't have a lot of this, but again, you're going to get 2 of the triangular canvases. But these palette knives are incredible quality. Now, if you're going to be using your Capella paste or your Sirius paste or any paste for that matter, you want quality palette knives.
Yeah, you do.
This is where you need to be shopping because honestly, they are beautiful. They're luxurious. Honestly, keep them clean. They will last you a lifetime.
will.
Okay, when you've got quality palette knives like this, I've got a palette knife in my stash, and I've had that one now for probably around about 12 years,
Yep.
and it's still as good as it was the day I got it. But it's because I just try and keep on top of it with my maintenance. That's
Yeah,
it.
perfect. So these are $14.99 by themselves. So for
Really?
£3, you're getting 2 canvases, 2 triangular canvases. That'd be a really nice Christmas star.
It would, wouldn't
Wouldn't
it?
it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be nice.
Right, shop canvas, $17.99. Now we've got the palette knives by themselves. If you want those, shop palette, $14.99. But imagine that on the canvases.
Oh yeah, because then you can load these
Let's
up.
have a look at that.
Start to put these onto here,
Oh,
into
I
the
love
corners.
that technique.
I know, it's amazing. And then you could
Yeah.
just roll some, going, oh dear, losing
We were
it
talking
all.
about it yesterday, weren't we? What you could do with it, but I didn't expect it to have that finish.
No, this is different.
That's amazing.
And it can curl around the edges. It will literally pleat over.
Do you know what? You need to take that to Cadence when you go and show them.
Absolutely.
Because that is
I know.
just brilliant.
These are amazing, and these plates, they're so dimensional. You can
Wow.
see the beveled and rounded areas, but just putting that bit of ink on there, look how different it makes this to this. Staying night, isn't it?
Could I do it on an embossing folder, do you think?
I don't see why not. The only thing is with an embossing folder and these texture plates. They're so flexible.
They are flexible.
So when you're
Yeah,
peeling off,
we're
you
peeling
can
it
peel
off.
both
Yeah,
sides.
yeah, fair
but
point.
there is potential for you to be able to try it. I would say maybe one of your thinner ones, maybe the ones that we used to get in the Tata Lace magazines. I would give it a try, one of those. The beauty of it is, either way, if it doesn't work, soak it in water and eventually it will lift.
Yeah.
So, you've got that to rely on.
Perfect. Right, okay. So next we've got clay. Now this is UK only because of the weight of it. 1,000 grams per packet. You're getting a black, a terracotta and a white. So 3 kilograms
3
of
kilos.
clay. Whew, wow, $14.99.
These retail individually over $9.99 each. You're getting a crazy deal here.
$14.99. That's
Now,
amazing.
If you're going to pour into these with your castings, use the white for your resin cast because, of course, the pigmentation of the terracotta and the black won't follow through onto the resin cast when you're demolding it. It won't add any of the tannins or stainings.
Right.
So use a white for your white resin cast, your black resin cast, use your black clay.
Okay.
But outside of that process, these are brilliant and they're self-hardening. They're air-drying clays, whether you want to make trinkets, brooches, jewellery, all that sort of stuff. It's a wonderful, incredibly refined and soft clay.
It's a crazy price. Made in Italy as well. This one, self-hardening, so you don't need to bake it.
No, you don't. Not
How
at all.
long? I know that's as long. How long is a piece of string? Because it depends how thick it is. But on average,
Anything that's over a centimetre over thickness, you're going to want to leave at least 48 hours. And anything of that thickness or more, poke some pinholes in it so it can breathe, otherwise it'll crack because the outer will dry quicker and the inside will still be wet and they start to shrink a bit and it'll cause a little bit of constriction and restriction there. But if you've got a thin layer of about 3 or 4 mil, it's probably going to be dry within about 12 hours.
fantastic. Right, shop clay, UK only on this one, $14.99. Now gilding, we had this yesterday. This
We
is going
did.
to be fabulous as well, isn't it? With all
gonna
this
be
lot, there's going to be
crazy.
so many different things. And this is what I was saying earlier on. We add one product to what you've already got, and it reinvigorates all the other stuff.
Do you know
doesn't it?
the
I
thing
love
is,
that.
this is the type of show that, say for example, if we had a week to actually put together finished articles for every single item on this counter, you would be mind blown.
Yes.
The potential that is on this show is unreal, okay? We have selected, or it's like we've gone through and selected every rich thread of that warehouse and put
absolutely.
it together to collaborate an amazing process. But the gilding, it's going to just top it all off.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So I'm going to whiz through because we did a whole show on this yesterday.
Yeah.
So you're going to get 12 colours, 2 of each, in your 8 centimetre squares, and you've got different colours in here. You've got purples and pinks and greens and blues. You're then going to get 100 14 centimetre squares of your silver leaf. You're going to get 100 of your rose gold leaves, and you're also going to get 100 of your regular gold. Plus, you're going to get your foil or your metal leaf brushes, your mop brushes, so you get a small, a medium and a large, and then you're also going to get 10 of the fine brushes. Shop leaf, we've dropped the price to $34.99, so now you've got a £23.95 saving, and that you can do on loads of different things. Every time we've done a show, we've done something different with that. So it's a fantastic product. Right, David, talk to me about these, because these are going to be brilliant with your clay, right?
They are indeed. Now, these are your mouldings, okay? These are your silicone mouldings. They're great for furniture decoration, but you can do reproduction with these, which is what I love.
Yes,
so when we say
that's the thing,
reproduction,
right?
you roll out your clay, you take your decorative silicone mould, and you're going to push it into that clay and then peel it back out, leaving the impression of this mould inside that clay. You then fill that recess with resin cast and you make another one of these. but then you make it into a plate. You make it into a tile, a decoration. Now we're starting off here with Zeus. You're going to get 2 of Zeus, okay? You can stick them directly to furniture and paint them. They look beautiful, but they're all at crazy prices for you today, considering that you're going to use it time and time again.
Right, so this is Zeus. Shop Zeus, 2 of them for $11.69, but they're your mouldings, right?
Yes, absolutely.
They're the pieces that you're now using to create more of that. This is fabulous. Then you've got your Hebe.
Hebe.
So you're going to get 2 of those. That's one of my favourites.
I love that pattern.
$13.99. Shop Hebe, Hebe. You've got Hermes.
This one here, and that gives you 4 in total.
Oh,
so
nice.
With this one,
$9.99.
I know you could go straight onto a piece of furniture with 2 because they're identical backs. But then you've got 2 of them to get your craft in, and look at that how they join together, just like that. And again, that on a side table, a piece of furniture on a book, a journal, anything like that is going to look amazing. $9.99 for 4 of those. That's an absolute steal.
I know, right? Right. Do you want to go and get ready for? Oh no, I need to talk to you about this clay.
I'm going to say some of the really important
shop
things.
Bundle.
Is this our resin and our frame?
The price.
I know.
Right. Good grief. Right. Shop Bundle. No, the bundle, Andrew, with the actual. No, Shop Bundle.
There we go. We've got that one.
Right. So you're getting these that you can use as your mouldings.
We've thrown these in for you. Okay.
What?
Yeah. So you're getting a crazy price for this bundle.
Wow.
The price of this bundle is more than what these would have been on their own. Okay.
Okay.
This is a ridiculous deal, and I don't think we're ever going to be able to do this again. Well, most certainly whilst the stock lasts. Now, this here is going to get you 12.5 kilos of this grog clay, which is so soft. It's.
I'm not joking either. This is really heavy.
It's not like picking up your scan and cut, is it?
Good grief.
So
12.5 kilograms.
12.5 kilos.
Put that down.
Yeah, put that down. There we go. But you're also, with that, you're going to get these.
Oh, I'll tell you, if you want to get your own back on every.
Oh, honestly. Yeah, order 3.
Boom.
You're going to also get all of these silicone mouldings. Now, I specifically chose with the team to pop these ones into the bundle because you can make photo frames out of these. You can make castings out of these, all different shapes, and the Hebe design is different sizes, okay? But you're going to get 2 of each, and you're also going to get your corner pieces to make your frames with. And you're also going to get your Art Deco corners. These are like your seashell ones. And these are beautiful. In fact, the casting that I did just above the lavender one, I used those to create this very own resin casting. You can see it there, look. And that was just working. And that looks like...
I love this.
I love that bit.
Oh, look at the structure there of the clay. Look.
So what happens when you've got a result like this, it reminds me of on an archaeological dig when they find Tudor tiles.
Oh, Mick, I love this.
It's honestly, it's therapeutic. And having these just as fragments, maybe you're going to set a pin into it and you're going to hang it on the fence or in the wall, in the garden, they're going to look great.
So this is the texture on here from the
clay.
clay.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you pour your resin cast over the top.
Yeah.
And it's cool.
Yeah, it's nice. It's really nice.
Oh,
it's lovely.
Love that. But look at the texture, Ethan. Just come over here, darling, and get really close into this area here, because that, for me, is the bit. Look at that.
It's so exciting.
Look how textured that is.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I love that.
And
That's
it's so
amazing.
Fun. It's so
absolutely
easy as well.
amazing. Right, grog clay. Do I need to bake it? What do I do with it?
So with this, the process that we're actually doing for this is that it never dries out. It goes back in the bag, okay? So when you've used it, it's still at its same state because the resin cast sets, even if it's wrapped in a bag or underwater, so the clay we can keep protected and stop it drying out. So we actually reuse it. I know.
For how long?
Well, you keep on going, just spritz it with water and it rehydrates it. When I used to do, when I was in ceramics, even if you had a project that was completely dried out, made of clay, you just hammer it down into crumbs, mix it with water, and it rehydrates back into clay. I know.
Right.
So until it's, and it is a kiln firing clay. If you did want to actually have ceramic pieces of pottery, it does need to be kiln fired.
Right.
But for the process, you can actually just leave it to air dry and glaze it with aquastone if you want to, but it just won't be as strong.
Right. So Shop Bundle is going to get you 12.5 kilograms. It's like a never-ending gobstopper, isn't it?
Yeah, literally.
Clay. Wow. And then you're also going to get your Craftmaster Silicone Moulds bundle. Your saving is £46.96. Are you ready? $21.99 before your club discount.
That's ridiculous. It's such a good price.
That's now definitely get your basket spent to over £35 because you don't want to be paying postage on that.
No, you don't.
I'm just saying. And if you do want to get your own back because every haven't to deliver your parcels fast enough. That might be the way to do
That's
it.
how you do
See,
it.
walking up the drive like that.
All these every drivers are going to
You know
like
what
big
it is?
bodybuilders
They
by in a
are.
couple of weeks over all this clay.
Be cancelling the gym
I
memberships
know,
and all
exactly.
sorts. Shop bundle $21.99. That's amazing, isn't it? Now we've managed to keep
Yes.
the resin cast deal for you as well. We had to plead and beg, but we've managed to keep it for you. So 800 grams, 1.6 kilograms now of your resin cast, extremely strong, and you only need to add water. I love the way it says that on there. Extremely strong.
Extremely strong.
Twin, shop twin, $29.99. So you're paying for one and you're not paying for the other one, which is brilliant.
I know, you get one free. I love that. We get to say that. Free.
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 Favourite
Free.
F word in the world.
Me too. I've got another one. But also, there is
Fudge.
fudge. Absolutely fudge. Flowers. I love flowers, Mel.
Flowers.
But you're going to get your club discount on that as well. So actually, you're getting one free and one reduced.
I know, right?
How cool is that?
Right, David.
I know.
Let's
right,
see how
go.
this works.
I'm going to shimmy
Do you
on
need
through.
a minute or are you good to go?
No, good. No,
Right, let's
fine.
go then.
All good to go. Let's do it. Right, so we've got our flower, our paper making frame here, okay? Wooden frame, you can get 2 of these on the show. I've been using these because it really does help because it's got the mesh base to it and it means you can move your project around. What I'm going to do first though is I've got some polythene bags, okay, and I'm just going to cut them up. And I'm going to actually make a liner for this frame. So, and the reason why I do this is it just helps with the process. Keep some gloves on while you're doing it as well, it makes it much easier for you. And then I'm going to pop this inside my frame like that, okay? Gloves on, sleeves up, because this is the part that gets exciting.
Karen Albert says, I love my Every Driver, it's great. Yeah, if you stood here, as I've seen day after day, people complaining about Every. So if you want to get your own back, obviously Karen excluded, sometimes you get good ones who care about their job, and sometimes you just get people who do it because they have to,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
In all walks of life.
That's
So
just-
good,
yeah.
I'm glad you've got a nice one, Karen, that makes me happy.
Me too, me too. Right, okay, what I'm then going to do is I'm going to grab another bit of polythene because now we're going to make a barrier between our clay and our brayer, okay?
Right.
And at some point of this, I'm going to be dusting it with some talc, but I may ask you to do that, Mel, because if not, I'm going to muddy up your bottle.
Say that again. Oh, yeah. That's all
If that's
right. I don't
okay.
mind muddying up my bottle. I was like, say what?
Say what?
Look
Okay,
at your
so
scissors.
I know they will be cleaned.
David, come on.
So what we're going to do now is go in with our brayer, and you can start to work into your clay. Now, what you want to do first though is just start to knead it. Look how soft it is. Just with putting my thumbs into here, you can make an impression and keep rotating it round, okay, as well. You want to make sure that you're not keeping it in the same place. Now, just open this bag.
So this bag is just to protect your brayer.
Yeah, it's to stop all the clay sticking to it.
Okay.
You could use talc for that bit, but this
Yeah.
is a piece that you're going to then reuse time and time again.
Okay.
So I'm just going to keep rolling this out, okay, and just start to actually push the clay. You're conditioning it a little bit.
Right,
okay?
question. This is a very naive question from somebody who's never done clay. Could you put it through a pasta maker? Doesn't matter what the answer is, whether it's yes or no.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Fine.
Some
There's your
clays you
answer.
can do. This is a little bit sticky,
Yeah.
and I think after that, the pasta maker may no longer be with you.
Right, perfect.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
that answers the question. That's
well
what we
worth
want,
asking.
isn't it?
We're now going to pop it inside our frame now. Here's one I did do earlier, and I did this last night.
Peter
Blue
style.
Peter moment. And notice how I wrapped it in a polythene bag. That means the clay is still nice and
Wow,
soft,
look at that.
but the resin cast is set.
Oh, I need to get this for Mick. He's going to love this. He's doing silver melting at the
Oh,
moment.
really?
So to do it in this would be great, wouldn't it?
Oh,
Makes
absolutely.
his own little moulds.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Well, he's bought all the stuff.
Well, the thing is with this now, you can start to bring, but he's bought all the stuff. That's where it starts.
He's bought all the stuff.
Now, this is where you
No,
can
he
start to
hasn't
pick your plates.
I know, I love this.
So you've got all of these, like even if you wanted to go in with the ones with the cogs on, find of course the deboss and the emboss side. You can go straight in with your brayer, okay, onto the top of the clay before you put any of your embellishments in there. Take it away, and you're going to get that texture. Now you might not be able to see it as strong at the moment, but when you pour that resin cast in and pull it out, it's going to recreate this for you. But if you're not happy with it, because I'm not putting too much pressure, you can flatten that back out. Just have a look at this one so you can
Tire
see
thread.
it.
So it would be easier if you cut them down a little bit, I guess.
Oh, yeah,
wouldn't it?
definitely.
Can you just do it with your, look at that.
And then
I
go
love
in.
that tire thread. I think that's brilliant.
Such a
isn't
cool
it?
idea, isn't it?
It is.
And then just going to ease that out of there.
And do you need to work within a frame?
Well, I've been doing it because for some of my larger ones, I fill it.
Right.
Okay, and it makes it easy, but also it means you can move your project. around. So you
There we
actually
go.
have all of these
Top
projects
tip.
contained in little stations, and you get 2 frames on the
Oh,
show
yes,
as
you
well.
do. So we've got the paper making frames. So 2 of them with the mesh in, and these you can use them for your paper making. But I guess if you use one for paper making and one for
Well, when I clean mine, it looked brand new.
Oh, okay,
All the
fine.
clay washes off. You just want to make sure when you're doing it, you're not putting any clay down the sink. Okay, just wash it
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
pot and then put it down, like a proper drain. You can sift it out.
Yeah.
But it dissolves into nothing.
shop frame, $7.99 for 2.
Okay, so then what we're going to do is make some sausages. Okay, so we're going to get some clay and we're going to make some sausages like this. And this is going to actually surround all of our resin cast. Okay, so it's going to stop the resin cast from flowing. So you make a little bit of a dam with this. And that's going to wrap around on here, okay, just like that. So what we're going to do is get one of our mouldings and we're going to make our design. And all of those mouldings will come into play at this point, okay? But you can also use other decorative elements. I've got some lavender here from one of our pots.
Now then, all those deals that we brought you on those, look at this now.
So this is where
Love
it gets
this.
exciting. So take some artificial foliage. I think you can still find these on the website.
Yeah, probably.
I'm going to put that directly onto my clay, just like that, okay? So it's in place, there we go. Take my brayer and start to push that down into the clay.
Look at that.
So I'm using it to push it down, and then any areas, just reinforce it a little bit. There we go, like that. I've then also got all of my little mouldings. So we could use, let's use this one here, just to add a little decorative accent to the top. There we go.
Marina Bowen says, no comment please on David's sausages.
Wow.
Laughing, crying, laughing.
Starting
face.
already.
Starting already. That's why me and you are together. They encourage us now,
You do. I know.
don't they?
Absolutely.
They love it, don't you? That's what it's all about, having a bit of fun, right?
It's a bit of fun, of course it is. And then what I'm doing now is I'm going in with our silicone mouldings. Look
These
at how
are brilliant, right?
they're so easy release. So I'm going to pop these into the clay, peel that out really easy. They kind of got like a non-stick coating on them that never comes off. It's amazing.
Yeah, because it's silicone, aren't they?
It's fab. Yeah, that's why.
That'll be why, David.
Yeah, that's the answer to that one.
I love that.
And then I'm just going to pop a little bit around here. So we've made our own frame
Oh, look at that.
with our silicone castings. Okay, and I've kept this lavender in so I didn't disturb what I'd made there.
Yeah, fab.
That can now peel out of this, and then what we
see the
do.
lavender. Oh, look
at
at that.
So now you get your sausage, and what you're going to do is start to put it all the way around these edges like that,
Oh,
and you
Marina.
just want to push into the sausage
I'm sure
like
there's
that.
a whole conversation going on in your head there. That
Oh,
is
I think
funny.
Marina's emailed me. I will get back to you today, Marina.
Yes, I'm going to go through my emails as well today. I've been a bit lax on them, I'm afraid, because we've just been so busy. I mean, like really, really, really busy. So I'm going to take an hour out this afternoon. Wait up. You see now, you just hand it to me on a plate, don't you?
Quite literally.
You literally hand it to me on a plate, and I have to then go, zip it, Heaton. You need your job. Right?
Yeah.
Ethan's laughing behind the camera, can't hold the camera straight.
It just flung.
Sausages are flying everywhere, David.
Right.
That
Oh,
is
gosh.
one floppy sausage, says Fran.
Wow.
They're at it again,
Well,
honestly.
if you left it out to dry, I'm sure.
And
well, I'm
Karen
not
Albert
gonna-
says you're a great sausage roller.
Thank you. I've got years of experience. Oh. Andrew, I am
tell you what
trying to
Andrew just
contain
said.
myself right now.
Oh, he just dropped it. Wiggle, wiggly, wiggly. I know, Daphne. Too
So
much
you can-
sausage talk.
All
Sorry,
these bits
highlight
and
crafts.
bobs can go back inside the bag, okay? So all the, look at that. It's like a little rat's tail. Right, so that's all
That's
gone
one
back
thing,
inside there. And then what
Fair
we do
enough.
is we fill it with resin cast,
Oh.
okay? So we've created our tile, we've created our plate in any configuration that you want.
You lot are so naughty.
Honestly. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to pour
love
for
you.
this one a large casting. I'm going to use 200 grams powder and 70 grams of water.
We need 2 hours for this show, David.
I know.
Don't
I know,
we?
I know we do. Look at the time. It's
I
just
know.
disappearing.
Shall we just stay in here and refuse to go next door?
Oh, should we do that? Yeah, let's do it. What are they going to do? So we're going to go in now with 70 grams of water. So I'm going to fill this up. It doesn't have to be super accurate. Okay, 70 grams. I've done 83, but I'm going to put a little bit less in. Let's see where we're at. 62. Tiny little bit more. You can be a bit off, but I want it as close as possible. There we
Okay.
go. And then we're going to put in 200 grams of resin cast powder. Remember, you're getting a bag free, so this could be the start of your journey. I'm putting my resin cast in after the water for this one because I'm using a larger amount. I don't want it to puther up, so it's instantly going to start mixing as soon as we pour it in.
Okay, perfect.
There we go.
Palette knives for mixing.
Absolutely, palette
Okay.
knives for mixing.
So we've got shop palette knives. You can get 5 palette knives by themselves for $14.99, or you can get shop canvas, which gets you the 5 palette knives and the 2 triangular canvases for $17.99. £1.50 each if you do
It's
that.
amazing.
Brilliant.
Absolutely incredible. So, where's that come from?
Well, there's only one person here with resin cast.
I'm sorry. That's
No, there's no excuses. It's there, and you had the bag.
Ethan. Was it caught on camera?
Just
Wasn't
now.
caught on camera. Where's that come from?
I don't know.
I don't know where that's come from, guys. Honestly.
No resin cast in sight, right?
Oh, was it just the powder form?
And it's white. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I bet it was.
alright.
I
You're
bet it was when I
alright.
bought it over here and it popped. It like went. There we go.
Did it do that?
It went. Just put a little bit more of my resin cast powder in there just to thicken it up. I might have put a bit more water in. And then what we do is we pour it into our casting, okay? So all of those indentations that we've made there are now going to be filled with this.
I think this is a brilliant idea.
It's amazing. So
And
then we go
every
in.
single one, I've just been saying this about next door and this morning, every single one is going to be absolutely unique in the world.
Yes, they are.
Isn't that exciting?
That's
Do
what
you know
I love
what I
about
want to
this.
do? I want to do Alice's and Jack's handprints.
Yeah, handprints. You got to do handprints.
Got new babies coming, Andrew. Could do this. Footprints.
Pour it all in.
I love this.
You want to go right up to the edge like that. There we are. So you've filled it now with your resin cast. And then what you do
I love this. This is
is
so exciting.
it's so good. You then take those polythene sheets and wrap the whole thing, okay? You might be thinking, well, the resin cast won't dry if I wrap it up. It will. It still sets. It can set underwater, but you don't want the clay to dry out because then you get this, okay?
This is so exciting.
I know, this is so fun. So
Oh,
that
please can we
bag,
not stay?
this is what we lined it with because look at that frame now. It means that that frame is perfect. You can
Wow.
still use that, okay? So then what we do is we start to ease this out of
This
here.
is brilliant. Look at this.
Okay. So you've got your casting with your texture plate, and then we take it to the water.
Oh,
Okay.
this is really exciting.
Put a bit of soap on,
Okay.
like this, a little bit of soap, and we're going with these brushes. Okay.
Oh, right, okay. These are your Mesco brushes, aren't they?
They are, and look at this.
Oh.
So now you're creating like your own artifacts, and look at that. We used that casting, that silicone moulding, and we've now created something beautiful.
Marina thinks that the Facebook police have stopped sausage comments.
Sausage comments. Oh no.
Honestly.
Not the sausage comments.
Facebook will allow you to say anything you like to anybody,
But sausage.
but you're not allowed to say stuff. Oh, it's just ridiculous, isn't it?
We love a bit of Facebook drama. Right, okay.
Fran says, oh, I love this. It's just going to bring my creative fairy back.
Oh,
I know, right?
brilliant.
Isn't this brilliant? Look at that.
So I'm
Oh,
literally
I love that.
swooshing it in soapy water right now.
Imagine that on a canvas.
I know. So we should
Vintage,
gild it.
shabby oh, we're going to gild it.
Why not? Let's do it. Okay, so
Right, can we not? Can we please just stay here for another hour?
no, it would be
12
really nice,
minutes,
wouldn't
wouldn't it?
Wait, oh dear. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some kitchen towel and we're just going to take the water off it now, okay? Remember, resin cast is porous, so it will want to absorb any moisture, but it'll dry out quite relatively quickly, okay? So you're going to take any of that moisture off here. I'm working onto a mat that I've designated for this, but this will clean up brand new afterwards.
Okay.
Clay is beautiful like that. It really does, you know, clean up nice and well. So all I'm doing is going around with a little bit of this damp cloth, and then I'm going to grab my hairdryer and I'm going to give it a quick blast, okay? Just with a little bit of heat. And what that's going to do is take any dust off, it's going to take any of that moisture away from it, and then we're going to go in and gild it, okay? We could use the finger wax, to be honest, it might be a bit quicker, but I will go in, we can have a go with some Mixion and gild it, why
Yeah,
not?
let's try it.
Yeah.
I
So-
love this, don't you? And I love the shiny bit with the raw,
Yeah.
organic
But
look
look at
of all the
that.
clay.
Those texture plates, you can see them.
That's brilliant,
You can see
David.
that texture plate inside there, and that has come from that Zeus moulding.
Love
So
that.
that Zeus moulding is now set within here, but it's not because I've got it again to use.
I know, right?
So you've got it as many times as you want, which is incredible.
It's fabulous, isn't it?
But what we're going to do is I'm not going to gild the entire thing. I'm going to do like a patchy gild.
I tell you
okay?
what, they'd sell really well on somewhere like Etsy.
Oh, they would. They would. They really would.
You put drill 2 holes at the top, put chain on them.
Well, you can set your
could
chain
hang
in the
them.
cast.
Yeah,
With the way that that is right now, just
Big
take your
chain.
beads, like this,
we'll get
Okay.
the posh ones.
whilst it's still wet. There you go. And then get those and just put them in down in that recess like that, set them in,
Wow.
and then when we decast that one, that'll all be set inside
Oh,
there.
I love that.
How amazing is that? So that's going to hang up for us. Right, so going to take some metal leaf Mixion.
Okay, so Charlene is asking, Mel, will I be able to hot glue Sospeso flowers onto the resin cast item? Absolutely.
Yeah, of course you will.
Right, we'll watch David paint this and then I'm going to do a quick recap because this is fabulous. Karen Albert says she has a plain grey fireplace. They're going to look lovely.
Oh,
isn't it?
wonderful. I mean, to be honest, I really do like the earthenware look. It's kind of like the salt glaze, you know, like the Mason Cash pottery. I really do like that look.
Isn't it?
Really nice. Just going around here very loosely with the Mixion, okay? And then what I'm going to do is give it another quick blast with that hairdryer.
You dry that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go down here and do a quick recap.
Okay, thank
right,
you.
Andrew, what do we want to recap on, love, please? The clay, the bundle? Right, okay. Shop bundle. So, you're going to get 12.5 kilograms. That's a lot of clay. Of your grog clay, and remember David's saying you can use this over and over and over again, which is amazing, right? It's heavy, okay? Just be warned, you might want to cut it down into smaller pieces. And then you're also, as this contents will vary, is this exactly what they're getting, David?
No, that's exactly what you get.
Right, okay, let's have a look at these. So you're going to get these. Now these are silicone mouldings. You can paint them, you can foil them, you can do all those amazing things, but we're giving you these so that you can push them into that grog clay and you can create amazing things like David has just created. So you're getting all of those. We're kind of throwing them in as a bonus. Now on this particular bundle, you've got a saving of £46.96. And you're only paying £21.99. Now that's before your club discount. Then you'll get your points back. Make sure that you're getting it to over £35 so you don't pay your postage. Maybe you're going to add some of these different ones into here because you've just seen David reveal that one. That's the Zeus.
That's Zeus. Yes, that's Zeus.
So you're getting two of them, but you've now got the ability to make as many as you like because you can make your own recess and then pour your casting in. Isn't that cool? So £21.99 is going to get you 12.5 kilograms of grog clay plus all your resin mouldings in there. £21.99. Now then, resin cast next. This is the next bit that you need if you want to do what David's done. Shop twin. You're getting two of them, so 1.6 kilos in total. You're buying this one at £29.99 and you're not paying a penny for that one. We're doing a buy one, get one free for you because we knew that you'd love this and we wanted as many people to be able to get involved as possible. If you want the frames that David's been using, shop frame, you're going to get two of them for £7.99.
Amazing.
You couldn't make one yourself for less than
no,
that.
No, it's all the mesh stapled on it.
You bought the wood, you bought a staple gun, you bought the mesh, you've stretched it all and done it together. Two of them for £7.99.
It's a great price. They work really well for this.
They're brilliant,
perfect.
Aren't they?
Yeah, they are brilliant. They're just what you need.
Like you say, it makes it easy to move the project, right?
Oh, it does. Yeah, definitely.
Brilliant.
Also, as well, when we decast this one, look at how that clay is all still ready to be going back inside that bag. Okay, so even though we've demolded, it can go straight back in. And then what I've done is I've popped some talcum powder just here onto my craft mat. Okay,
Right.
I'm picking this up with one of my mop brushes. Okay, and I'm going to dust just on the surface of the area I don't want gilding.
Right,
okay,
got it.
so that's just going into these areas. I've got my Mixion on here, it's all nice and dry, but just dusting it here means it's not going to stick to where we don't want it, and then we can dust it away.
Okay, our Fran is asking, how long will the resin take to dry in the frame, please?
It will take anywhere between about an hour and a half.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, you can demold it. I would say with this one, because you put it into a moist surface, demold it in about 2 hours. The only reason why I didn't demold all of these, because I demolded some of these last night, the only reason why I didn't demold that one was because we were playing bingo.
We were playing bingo.
Yeah, and I wanted to leave one for the show.
How fabulous.
But yeah, about 2 hours, longer the better, but yeah, about 2 hours would be fine. If you put your hand on it and it feels warm, it's not ready. It needs to go cold, okay? We can leave it overnight, absolutely, if you wanted to. Right, okay, then what we're going to do now is go in with some of our gilding. So I'm going to go in with the gold, and then I'm going to go straight in. Now, this gilding bundle is at a proper crazy price, okay? And I'm going to go all over just this section here, and then we're going to start to dust the rest of it all away, okay? And I didn't put my metal leaf Mixion in all of the areas because I just wanted sections of it to be gilded. But look at how all of that's dusting off. and it's leaving me with just the area that I wanted.
Sorry, I was reading messages then, and then I suddenly looked up and look at that.
So this is
That's
where
rather spectacular, isn't it?
it's amazing, honestly.
Nisi. Now then, another use for your metal leaf.
Yes,
Right?
another use. It just keeps on going, really, doesn't it?
I love that. I'll tell
Any
you what, that with
areas?
a bit of the dark espresso wax on it would look
Oh.
amazing. Liquid wax would look fabulous, wouldn't it?
It would indeed. But look at that.
You've got the waxes on tomorrow, haven't you, Thursday?
I believe we do, yes. Yeah, they're going to be on there. And then I'm just dusting around here with that brush that's got a bit of that talc in, and it just eases away any areas that are left over. Just like that. It's so simple and easy to do. You could pick out the texture in areas as well. If you just wanted to go in with a bit of finger wax, okay? Just
Okay,
like this.
Karen's asking, can she use the Mixion and in her words, with the cheaper gilding flakes? Because she has loads of them.
I've got so many gilding flakes, I can't tell you how many brands. Yes.
Yes,
Absolutely.
there you go, Karen. Absolutely. Daphne says, guru, guru, guru. Thanks, David. That is lovely.
Oh.
Sorry, Andrew, say that again. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But look at this. You've gone straight into this. And I'm just picking this up with gilding wax. I've used the gold because I didn't have black with me, but I kind of like
I
this
love
tarnished
it.
gold effect.
That's fantastic.
But now we're picking up all of the texture from that plate. Of course, those clear acrylic texture
Yeah.
plates.
Love those.
That's what's provided us now with this background.
Look at that.
And this is just where you are really involved in a rich craft that's given you so much creativity that you can explore it with so many different things. Maybe you've got some, embellishments that are sentimental to you. You want to feature them in a craft product, push them into it, peel them out, wash them, and then cast them.
Yeah.
You've got them then to keep. Maybe you've got some really decorative doorknobs or some handles or anything, and you think, oh, I'd love more of these. I found one of them in a charity shop. I always wish I had more of them. Cast them. Make more. And you
This
can
is
create your very
brilliant.
own.
So now you're buying product that's creating tools.
Yes, you are.
Aren't you?
Absolutely. And that there now.
I love that.
If you
that
set
looks
some
like
wire,
the mould is set into that
it does.
play.
It does. And
But
it kind
it's
do you know
not.
what this reminds me of? It kind of looks like someone's been digging out the footings for a building.
Yeah, it does.
And they've come across this piece, this artifact
Yeah.
that was maybe once part of a wonderful, elaborate fireplace.
It's amazing,
and this
isn't
bit
it?
survived. And then that displayed. If you just had this in a frame,
I love that. Well, on the front of that vase, it'd look nice.
it would.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah. But I just
Pick
think
the vase up.
that.
It was only cheaper. I think I got it for £2 in a pound shop. It was in the clearance section. Oh, David, look at that.
That on there looks really nice.
That's
And those texture
gorgeous.
pieces with your capella onto here. If you pass me one of those capella tear-offs that we did. Sorry.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh,
I know, right? So these,
This
and we're going
is
to do more of
magic.
this. Okay, this is just the beginning. But then because this is all scalloped around the edge, you could then push this into it.
oh,
And then what I
that's
would do
lush.
is I'd go with gesso all the way around the edge and blend it in. So you've got all of these fragments
Wow.
into the pottery. And it will look, it'll even curl over the tops.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Look at that. It's amazing. It's like you've made your very own moulded leather. It's crazy stuff. It's so exciting. There's so much to be explored here. We are now at that point where we are taking items and redeveloping them.
Yes.
Showing you different ways to use them. There's
Absolutely.
no good of just doing one show with it and going, that's what you do. We're now going on that journey.
We are. Thank you, David. That's been
thank you.
amazing. And thank you for all of your company as well. We are running out of time now then, 11 o'clock. You're going next door to do Paper Connoisseur.
I am indeed.
We've got a box
A box.
with stuff in
I've got stuff in the box.
at a really good price. while
Ridiculous
stocks last.
price.
So stay tuned for the next hour. And then after that, do me a favour, please. And do yourselves a favour too. Go over to liveshopping.vip. At 12 o'clock, we've got our first ever show with the Crafty Witches.
We do.
With our Linda Chapman. Stephanie's going to be presenting. I can't remember the last time those two worked together, but it will be a
know.
long time ago. So go over and support our Linda as well and just message in and make her very welcome. Welcome her to the Highlight family because we know that you're all lovely and you all welcome everybody that comes in. So welcome Linda as well. And we definitely need to do another show with this, and it definitely needs to be 2 hours.
It does.
And now we've got to tidy all this up before Linda can set up, so we're going to have to be really quick.
Well, we've got 3 minutes to
You're
do
going
so.
next door, right? Right, so Debbie will see you on the other side of that wall in about a minute, well, about 5 minutes. Go and get yourself a quick cuppa, and then please head over to liveshopping.vip at 12 for our lovely Linda Chapman and the Crafty Witches first ever show. And she's brought one of her demonstrators, Ian, with her, so I'm sure he might make a little appearance either then. And then she's back at 7 o'clock tonight on Live Shopping with myself Pollyanna Pickering.
Oh.
Dogs.
Nice.
Right, thank you once again for your company. David will see you on the other side of that wall, and we will see you in the next hour, and I will see you back here at 6 o'clock tonight, I think, unless it changes, which it can do. See you in a bit. Bye.
Bye.